What's up, you guys? Welcome back to NDA. I'm Ashley Everett. Thank you for coming back. And if you're new here, thanks for joining. Make sure you subscribe, like, and comment so we can continue to give you the content that you want to see here. Today, you guys, I just want to do an episode that is fully dedicated to debriefing. Something that's just currently going on in my life today, lessons I've learned, and things I'm going through actively. This one is specifically going to be about what I've learned since starting this show. So let's get into it. So you guys know I've spent so much of my career supporting other people's dreams and other talent and, helping create those dreams into beautiful reality. Now that I have NDA, Next Destination Ahead, and my own show, I'm really realizing the difference between really running a business and just the idea of running a business. There is a difference, and these logistics are complicated, and no one really prepares you for how many hats you have to wear, how many different people you have to be, and how many people you gotta be responsible for. The list just goes on and on. So I wanted to just talk about what I've learned and share and educate and relate with you guys. I'm sure you can drop some gems in the comments below too. That'll help me because I'm sure some of y'all are way ahead of me in business than I am. But yeah, I just want to share what I've learned so far and hopefully help somebody out there. Something that no one's told me and something that surprised me too is how many hats I've had to wear and also how many jobs I've had to learn and be that I never really was before. And yeah, being a boss, being the boss, making decisions that I feel comfortable standing on, being really sure about myself, learning myself even more too, and then unapologetically standing in that. It's been, I don't know, I feel like this journey has been a therapeutic journey. I feel like I'm learning so much about myself. I'm learning more about my resilience too. I'm learning that not everybody supports you on this journey, but then the people who you least expect to support you wholeheartedly. There's a lot of lessons that come with this journey. It's been a very rewarding process, and I feel very, very whole and complete and inspired and really satisfied being in this space and being here with y'all. So thank you for being here with me. All of the entrepreneurship partnerships and I started a swimsuit line a couple years ago. I've had a clothing line and partner with another popular clothing line out here. I've done other entrepreneurial endeavors that haven't worked out long term, I guess, but they've taught me so much in the long run. I feel like those not necessarily working out have put me in this place for a reason. It prepared me, is what I was trying to say. Prepared me for my next destination ahead and to be here now, being more comfortable, knowing what I'm doing. I feel like you also have to be open and willing to learn as you go. We are not experts in every category, and if you wait until you are, you're gonna hold yourself back, So kind of jumping in blind is also, I think, part of it. I've always had bosses, I've always lived paycheck to paycheck and, been the supporting act or whatever. And now that I'm running this show and say something doesn't go as planned, I'm a professional pivoter. Kickball change pivot, okay? The power of the pivot is detrimental here. But seriously, on a serious note, I literally live by the saying, there are no problems, only solutions. So even when something doesn't go as planned or doesn't go as smoothly as I want, I always ask myself, what am I supposed to learn from this? What am I supposed to gain from this? And how can I fix it next time, and not repeat these same mistakes? And I think that's part of being a boss, part of being an entrepreneur, and part of leading in general. Things are gonna happen. Things are always gonna happen, and things are not gonna go as planned, always. There's always gonna be problems, but you gotta find a solution. Never a problem, only a solution. My French friend, we've been talking about the French people today. My French friend told me that when I missed a flight one time, and he was like, never a problem, only a solution. You won't be stuck in France forever. I was like, you know what? You're right. It's not a problem. And then I enjoyed my extra day off and I changed my perspective, and then I flew home the next day and everything was great, and it was the best day off ever that day. So you have to just be prepared to pivot and be prepared to work with what's thrown at you. It costs a lot to build a business from scratch, and it's a lot of sacrifice, and you have to like really believe in yourself. And that's something that I feel like I've realized is like, not everybody will see your vision the way you see it. So you have to have like this tunnel vision in it. And sometimes like it's cost me some relationships because I can't say yes to everything anymore. You know, like I just can't. My time is valued differently. I am on a mission right now. And if you don't understand that and don't support that, then that's like another conversation for another day and another time. And maybe we shouldn't even be friends. We got to reevaluate that friendship. Not everybody understanding your mission and your journey and losing people from that, which is part of life, right? Like leaves. Leaves aren't meant to last forever. They fall and regrow. Betting on yourself is terrifying. Let's just be honest, okay? It's scary. It is scary. It takes so much courage. It's like you just have to look at yourself in the mirror every day and be like, you got this. You know you got this, right? You know you do. Because everybody else is gonna make you feel like you don't. Everybody's gonna make you feel like you don't. Or people are gonna make you feel like you're doubting yourself and should I really be doing this? Second guessing everything, thinking that you're not talented enough, you don't have enough money, you don't have the best clothes or whatever it is. You know, we can think about every excuse not to push forward. It feels scary, but it feels rewarding. Once you do, and I feel like it's like a weight off of my shoulders. I feel free. I feel very free. I feel very much like I'm in my purpose, a bigger purpose. I feel like I am also helping people and helping myself and healing like my inner child at the same time. You know, it's like, it's so weird. This has been such a emotional journey. I feel like, oh my God, I'm about to cry right now. Like thinking about it and talking about it, it's been an emotional journey. It's been a roller coaster, y'all. Woo! Having my parents on, asking questions I've always wanted to ask them. Having Hannah, who's like a sister to me, and just recapping all of the beautiful memories and things. Like, this is not a sad moment, I promise, but I'm just emotional. I think having these solo times to talk and reflect on myself and my career is really important and needed for me. So welcome to therapy, everyone. Gosh, where's the tissues? But yes, betting on myself has been a journey, but a rewarding one. And we're still on it, you know? It's a roller coaster that never ends, I think. So thanks for being on it with me, guys. Next question, please. Oh my gosh. Jeez. Why am I such a crybaby at this age, this big age? Wow, I really am the person I once always prayed to be. And that's a really cool feeling, you know, to be like, wow, I am her. She's cool, she's working hard, she's doing what she, you know, is for her, like something for herself, but still supporting other people in other ways. You know, I feel like I am exactly where I'm supposed to be. The technical side of creating your own show and it living on a platform like YouTube, and also me being on other platforms like Instagram and TikTok and stuff. Social media in general and the digital world in general is their own lanes, you know, they're their own worlds. And then the platforms of them are all like their own little like gangs or something. It's like they all have like different ways of living, you know, like different countries or something. Like that's how it feels. So learning, I mean, even for me, I talk a lot about this, like doing the longer form content now, because I've been doing content for a while now. I've really being a content creator probably since 2019. So I've been doing it, but I've focused more on the short form stuff and on Instagram and TikTok and So now that I'm on YouTube, the longer form content, is just a bigger project. And I mean, there's just like so much that goes into it. Like YouTube, the thumbnails, the descriptions, the titles. Like, who would have thought all of that mattered so much? Obviously, it's what gets people to click on stuff, but so it matters. It matters. But I just didn't know all the little things that go into it, time codes and chapters and keywords and all this stuff. It's a lot. And then now translating that into my social platforms and like Instagram and stuff, and promoting my show on Instagram and TikTok, and then trying to get people to come over to YouTube to watch it. It's just like chess all day long. And I have to remember how to caption things. I mean, now having a business page too, that's a whole nother social media page for different platforms too. Oh my gosh, I can go on and on and on. Just keeping up with myself is a lot. So having a business too on these apps, and then collaborating them all and trying to get it all to work for itself, I'm learning, but it's a lot. And some people are so good at it. I think I'm getting there. But yes, the goal is to have it all like working together and for each other. You know, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, we all go back and watch NDA. And if you find me on Instagram, you come back and watch NDA. And if you see me on TikTok, you watch what's on TikTok and you come back and watch NDA. You know, we want that flow. I think all the platforms have their own like little niches, and people are looking for certain things within the platform. And sometimes I'll take my content and just like post it on every single thing. YouTube Shorts, Instagram, TikTok. And they perform so differently on every platform. And then the comments are just so different on every one. So I mean, which one's the hardest for me personally? I kind of feel like TikTok, it'd be hard. Like sometimes it's like bomb. And then sometimes I feel like people are like, girl, what is this? And we don't care. Why are you posting this? You know? I feel like Instagram, everyone grew up with me on Instagram. I grew up with everyone on Instagram. And so we all grew up together. And I feel like we're very like, y'all get it and you get me. And I feel like on YouTube now, I'm learning YouTube is a platform where people have been waiting for me to come over there. And they're like, girl, what took you so long? So I feel very welcomed over there. But I'm still like learning that platform more. We all have grown out of one chapter and entered a new one. And sometimes when you grow out of that last chapter, like for me, dance, right? Everybody is like, you're a dancer. We know you from dance. When I step back sometimes into those dancer rooms where people know me as a dancer, they're like, who are you? Who do you think you are? And can you just go back to the girl that we know? I've outgrown that girl, you know? So I want to teach people who I am today and how to treat me today. And I've gained a ton of relationships too by being in this new era, because people are looking at me now like a businesswoman, and like I'm opening a new chapter and stepping into my own power and, you know, standing on my own 2 feet finally. And people respect that differently. There's so many people who respect it. I've been invited to so many different like conferences and in business rooms now, and the conversations are just so different, you know? And the growth already and the expansion has been tremendous, you know? So yes, I'm losing people who wanna maybe keep me in one category and only maybe see me as one thing, but I'm gaining where I'm headed. So that's part of life. It's just part of the process. It doesn't mean you like have to love people any differently. We can love from a distance, you know? We maybe just aren't meant to grow into this next destination together. You know, my why started with doing something for me, finally. This is the first time I've ever poured back into myself and myself only. It's not a collaboration, it's not a partnership with somebody else, it is just for me. So, in a selfish answer, this is for me. This is for me, okay? But I also wanna connect. I want community. I wanna teach I wanna learn. I wanna gain. I wanna grow, you know? And I know that YouTube is a huge platform for that. And like I said earlier too, you guys have made it aware that you've been looking for me over here. So I just feel like the sky's the limit, honestly. Now I'm like, it's go time. I wanna create every little thing. It's all, like pouring into yourself and creating a business or doing something for yourself kind of feels like, I would relate it to like getting a tattoo. You know, you like think of this tattoo and you're like, is it gonna hurt? Is it gonna hurt? Is it gonna hurt? Oh my God. Then you get the tattoo and then you're like, that wasn't that bad. Now I want everything I ever had an idea of. Now I want to get it all, you know? Like if you don't have no tattoos, you might not be able to relate. But that's how it feels. It's like you take the risk, you finally step off the edge, and then you're like, I'm floating and I'm soaring and people like it and it's being received. Oh my gosh, I want to do more. I want to give more. I want to create more. All of this is for creativity and connection in the end.
Did you say amen?
In the end. Amen.
I was like, well, all right then. Amen.
So while I may not be an expert at everything, what I do know is that we are on this journey together and we are going to learn through it together and grow through it together. Thank you guys for being with me on this journey too and supporting me through all of my chapters and into my next destination ahead. If you're like a content creator, a business owner, anything that we've been talking about today and can offer any advice, you have any questions for me and maybe I can offer you some advice, feel free to just drop it in the comments below. We can engage and help each other. That's what this is all about, guys, community. Thank you again for being here, guys. I appreciate you, and I'll see you on the next episode of NDA.